The new James Bond game might be revealed soon according to a new rumor, so I just had to make a video on the upcoming game because it just reminded me of how exciting this game is and the massive potential that it has. By the way, what you're seeing here is footage from an old James Bond game, just for background purposes, but man was this game good though, and has me excited for a new James Bond experience. Having watched every single Pierce Brosnan's James Bond movies as a kid, then playing GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, then finally living a new era of James Bond with Daniel Craig as a teenager and ending it right now at 24 years old, this world of espionage opened my mind to some really exciting and strong moments that I will always remember. Casino Royale and the GoldenEye game are both a movie and a game that are in my favorites of all time, no doubt about it. And now seeing that a new James Bond game is in the works and I'm saying could actually be revealed soon, like at the Game Awards soon thanks to a new rumor, well, it is extremely exciting to me. Not only that, but it's also the fact that Project 007 is being created by the developers who worked on a game and a character that's almost identical in terms of its particular talents and simply the style of the game. I'm talking about Hitman, of course. What better developer than IO Interactive to create a James Bond game? If you've played the Hitman games, you 100% know what I'm talking about. It's all about stealth, assassinations, charisma, and badassery, exactly what a James Bond project needs to be, except more grandiose than Hitman. IO Interactive are the best developers to handle such a project, and they themselves are extremely hyped to create it. I quote, "Our passionate team is excited to unleash their creativity into the iconic James Bond universe and craft the most ambitious game in the history of our studio that will have you go through many different locations around the world for dangerous and stealthy missions." So let's just talk about this new rumor and all the new and past details from Project 007 and how IO Interactive will have to go through some obstacles to create the perfect James Bond game.
I'm surprised it's still so warm up here.
Now, first of all, featuring a wholly original Bond story, players will step into the shoes of the world's favorite secret agent to earn their 00 status in the very first James Bond origin story, where a new character and voice will join the iconic character in a campaign across the world where you'll be meeting new characters which could be friends or enemies. It's been recently said almost 100% of the developers at the studio are very content to work on such a franchise and are all excited to show it to the world when it is ready to be shown. And with the new rumor that this new game might be revealed at the Game Awards on December 9, well, it might be sooner than expected for a lot of people like me. With the release of the final movie in the Daniel Craig's James Bond franchise in October, maybe IO Interactive would like to keep the momentum going and reveal a little something at the event, while people are still fresh off of the new movie. This new rumor comes from who appears to be an insider that leaked a list of some of the games that will be revealed at the event. In this list, we have both Hogwarts Legacy and BioShock, which I have talked about in my recent videos because of the exact same thing. Other insiders have said that Hogwarts and BioShock will have some kind of reveal at the event, maybe giving some legitimacy to this leak, or maybe the person just took advantage of it and created a random list. But still, Project 007 is in the list of reveals, so we never know, but maybe it is a bit too early to reveal something. We'll have to wait and see for that. Though of course I'm excited for the project, but there is also a lot of things they have to keep in mind. The Hitman games are all about stealth, while the James Bond series isn't. James Bond is a 50-50 on stealth and action, but also introduces more grandiose opportunities, also more unforgettable moments, and IO Interactive is really aware of that. The very first level of the new Hitman was a very small glimpse at what the James Bond game could look like, where Agent 47 drops down a plane and infiltrates a building. This part is more story-based and grandiose and shows the potential for a James Bond project. I'm very curious how they will work the balance between action and stealth and how they will incorporate it into a great story. These developers never really made a solid story into the gameplay, only cutscenes, so I'm curious how it'll work with Project 007. This one is most definitely story-based and you won't be let loose into different levels to assassinate your target. Here's what the parent company of James Bond had to say concerning this this upcoming game. It's also about authenticity, and we want to make sure that fans are happy with the experiences that we and our partners are providing. We really look for partners in development and publishing that are talented, like IO Interactive, but that also understands the IP and brand in a way that will flourish through the gameplay. Gameplay is king, the experience is king, and we want to make sure we're providing great experiences with or without the IP. Project 007 will be all about intense gameplay. Alright guys, for more gaming news on Project 007, make sure you guys support this video and of course subscribe for more.